Hey y'all, Dekumon here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. Last time, well, that's 2 role quest lines down. Healer's been dealt with, physical range DPS is dealt with, so, well, it's back to DPS. And we're gonna do melee today. Now, you guys kind of rightly pointed out that I said we need some magical melee DPS. And he's like, well, isn't Reaper and Ninja kind of that? It's like, I'll give that to you, yeah. I'd say those are pretty much close to magical DPS. But anyway, unfortunately, Viper's the only melee DPS I actually have at 100, so that's the one we're gonna be playing with. All right, start us off with the Hunter and the Hunted. So we've seen one of these things that gives shields, and one of them that cures and dispenses poisons. What's this one gonna do?
Hello there. I take it you've spoken with Bookgivel. Willing to lend a hand?
Sure.
I am truly grateful. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Shashipa, and I have traveled far from my village in the forest of Zaktaral in search of a brave soul to help us retrieve our stolen treasure. For generations have my people watched over the Dreamweave cocoon, the vessel in which the power of the Swallowtail Tural Vidral is sealed.
Dreamweave cocoon, huh?
Before its ascension, the Swallowtail warded off would-be predators by assuming the form of more threatening butterflies, poisonous ones and the like, through its skill at mimicry. So it survived day after day, summer after summer, until the dawn of its great new existence. It became capable of taking on the form of any creature which crossed its path.
Oh my god, we're going after the freaking chameleon. Oh, this is gonna suck.
This fearsome power was sealed within the cocoon, and any who possess it command the self-same abilities. Indeed, the wielder too may assume the form of any manner of beast or man they beheld. Yet this mimicry is not limited to merely physical forms. No, the wielder may replicate the talents and abilities of their target, so long as such actions fall within their ken, that is. In an instant, they may become a master of the hunt, a twin blade wielding viper, or a savage brax with claws and fangs to cut whomever they please. It is this power which has protected my village from the predators of the forest, for though it grants many boons, the forest contains threats in equal measure. By donning the skins of its most formidable beasts, we've kept ourselves safe for generations. Without the cocoon, my village's very survival is at risk. That is why we have sent our foremost hunter, Itoka, to assure it is reclaimed. She has never failed to capture her quarry. Also, I thought she would make short work of this ordeal, yet there has been no word from her. I fear this may be a hunt she cannot undertake alone. It is for that reason I wish to enlist the aid of one familiar with the lay of the land beyond the Great Sea, and one whose prowess in close quarters would complement her expertise with the bow. One of the villagers ran into the thief before he fled, and said he intended to use the cocoon's power in Kugane, which I understand is the name of a large settlement located far to the east. Please, for the sake of my home, set out for this eastern habitation and assist Itoka with retrieving the cocoon.
Kugane, huh? Leave it to me. As long as you're willing to cover the teleportation expenses. No. I am the Gopher of Light. Anyone, anywhere, anyway.
Your willingness to aid is most reassuring. You have my heartfelt thanks. Upon arriving in the eastern land, search for a Vieira woman carrying a bow and dressed in similar attire to myself. If you visit a tavern like this one, I dare say you may find someone who has seen her. Or you'll find her drinking her ass off, whichever comes first.
And with that, we're off to Kugane. Now I almost wish I had the ninja leveled up just to, blend in a little better. Although a viper would probably blend in not too well, or not too bad in Kugane. I lost some Tural, but it... Sorry, can't help you. That reminds me though, I heard Tural has its own local variety of spirits called mezcal. Been meaning to taste it myself for an age now, but you've no idea how hard it is to get one hands on a bottle of it here. If you had information, maybe I'd consider bringing you one.
Welcome to the Shikone Hostery. How may I serve you?
Any Vera wandering around that you don't recognize?
You're searching for someone? As a matter of fact, I do distinctly remember seeing a Vera woman of that description earlier, but I'm afraid I could not tell you where she is now.
Of course not. Oh, third one must be topside. There's one.
A Vieira woman bearing a bow. Why, yes, I do recall such a person. It was hard not to notice her, really, given how she was peering at every little thing. If she came from the distant lands to the west, no doubt Kugane is quite the unusual sight for her. With any luck, she'll still be where I saw her, in the vicinity of the Sekigakumi barracks.
The barracks, huh? Really? Itoka-esque woman? That's what we're calling her? Also, we've now had 3 female companions in a row. I'm kind of impressed.
This city is simply too large for me to cover alone. Perhaps it's time I returned home.
Or perhaps it's time you found some help, like me! Itoka? I've come to aid your search, Itoka. What's with the side eye? Oh my god, this is not Itoka. This is not Itoka, this is the freaking person in the cocoon.
Yes, I am she. And you are?
I am the warrior of light.
I see. Sashipa was always a worrywart. Won't deny I appreciate the help though. Ascertaining the whereabouts of the cocoon has been no easy task. I managed to secure room and board in this lodging after arriving in Kugane, and have been using it as a base to track down the thief ever since. I'll tell you all I know. According to an eyewitness from my village, the thief is a middle-aged Huron male. That's all we have to go on regarding his appearance. Yet so long as he possesses the cocoon, he can be anyone and anything. An elderly woman traipsing about on the street, a child throwing a ball, maybe even the dog chasing after it. Truth be told, I was nigh at wit's end trying to find him. That is, until I discovered that a series of unusual squabbles have been occurring around the city. After investigating these incidents, I found one commonality. The instigator in each case invariably had no recollection of the incident, let alone in inciting it. Oh, what's more, eerie accounts have begun to circulate among the residents. Some folk claim to somehow have been seen in 2 places at once. Based on all this, I believe the thief's been using the Dreamweave cocoon to transform into innocence and spread discord throughout the city. Stands to reason we could find him by following the trail of chaos left in his wake, no? And yet, even should we apprehend him, in whatever form he's hidden himself within, there's nothing to stop him from feigning ignorance. Besides the secret remedy, of course. The recipe for an elixir which can forcibly remove the cocoon's enchantment has been passed down in my village for emergencies just like this. I made sure to prepare a few vials before making the voyage here.
Okay, maybe you're the real Itoka then.
I need simply throw the solution at the suspect, and the cocoon's weave of mimicry will unfurl on the spot. That covers everything. Now, what say we see if there's any trouble afoot? The thief will undoubtedly not be far from it. Let me know when you're ready. We'll catch him together.
Sure. Still not sure I like the side eye that I got from her earlier.
Ready to set off then? Perfect. I say we begin our search within the markets. I recall a great number of people gathering in the Rakusa district. I believe that was what it was called.
Alright, got a follow mission. That's the first one of these we've had. Alright, anything interesting to say?
To think that all of this was wrought by mortal hands. Remarkable. My people have ever lived in harmony with nature, but that doesn't mean we condemn the ways of those who choose otherwise. In fact, in the brief time I've been exposed to settlements like this, I've come to see such places have their merits too.
Alright, anything interesting going on in the markets today? Look, you thieving whoreson, I told you this isn't enough! That sounds like our cue.
But sir, that cannot be right. I'm sure I gave you your shades in full.
Enough! Hand over my money or I'll take it by force! The customer is suspicious. The clerk is suspicious. Let's keep watching. No, we need more information.
But isn't it obvious? No one gets so worked up over a handful of coins unless they're looking for trouble.
No, that's just how some people are. Oh dear.
Feel yourself, villain! Hacha!
Ay. Ma'am! Told you to wait.
What the blazes do you think you're doing? Now I'm soaking wet!
But it's raining.
Yeah, but I didn't know that 5 seconds ago. Oh, sorry. Very, very sorry. Oh dear. 1,000 apologies, sir. I gravely miscalculated your change. I will return what you are owed immediately. I beg your forgiveness.
See? Not actual trouble, just standard market shenanigans. I'm I'm gonna have to keep this one on a short leash, I can tell. And all this over 5 gil, right? I apologize for the disturbance. Dreadfully embarrassing.
Well, a hunter doesn't quit after a single arrow misses its mark. Best not to dwell on what's done, and instead focus on the next course of action. Let's see how things fare on Kogani Dori.
Oh dear. Well, what about this one? Talk about the sea.
I can't believe how impossibly vast it is. My jaw dropped when I first saw it. I could hardly fathom where the horizon ended and the sea began. Before arriving in Tuliolol, I'd imagined the sea to be merely a larger, saltier body of water than the lake back home. There, we would race from shore to shore. To attempt the same here, I fear, would have fatal results.
Ma'am, you have no idea. I really hope she doesn't run out of those little vials in the very first quest. Wouldn't surprise me, though. Alright. Let's see if we can accost another innocent person. Or maybe find some actual culprits this time. I'll cut you down where you stand, you lecherous lummox! Here we go again. Honestly, these are being too obvious. Good lord.
What is going on here? The big bloke, Leander, allegedly laid his hands on that grizzled fellow's woman. Afraid this may come to blows.
Calm yourself, man. I've not done what she claims. And you dare an insult to injury by calling her a liar?
Ignore him! I told you that pig defiled me! Cut him down this instant!
Okay, now, you're suspicious. But there's no truth to her words. Wherefore does she sprout such rubbish? No, it's definitely her.
Oh, come and get me strength! Cut the bloody brute down already!
Yes, not less than your head shall serve as penance for your crimes. Ah, very well. Does my blade prove my innocence? No, the grin.
It's her, right?
Probably, yeah. Here, I thought we'd have another false alarm.
Hiya!
Oh, he's Kugane stock. Oh, I really wish I was the ninja now. Was that really necessary? No matter, I was growing weary of this petty farce. It's time I moved on to bigger and better things. Miss, you're an archer. Shoot the bird.
Oh, no you don't!
Oh my god, she's actually gonna shoot the bird. Get him! Come on! Come on, she's gonna do it. We'll end this questline here and now. She missed. Oh, she missed twice. No fucks given. It's like, wait, what? This is just a prelude to the Heldy quest line. Is that all this is supposed to be? Oh. Are you supposed to be the finest hunter in your village? Because I swear to God, I have no idea how your people survived until now.
How odd! My bow was more out of tune than I realized.
Okay, this quest line at least is genuinely funny.
Oh, sweetheart!
Is that really you? Oh, thank the call me, you're safe.
I found her lying unconscious in a nearby alleyway. She could only vaguely recall being attacked from behind before losing consciousness. So the villain knocked her out before assuming her visage in a ploy to deceive her husband.
I fell for the deception like a complete and utter fool. I do not even know how to begin to make amends.
There are no amends to be made. You simply acted as any husband would. Due to your involvement, this matter was resolved without bloodshed. The Sekigesumi, thank you. I can never pronounce that correctly. It is regrettable, however, that the villain managed to escape. A criminal who can change their shape at will is exceedingly dangerous. Know that the Sekigesumi will alert the populace to this menace and remain vigilant for any suspicious activity in the city.
Maybe we could teach them how to make this little potion of yours and arm them. You know, that would be a brilliant thought. Or is it made from rare ingredients that we can't replicate?
Let's return to my lodgings. I'd like to go over where we stand with our elusive quarry.
Okay. This has been a long first quest for this. I'm still gonna wait for the quest that actually has her being replaced.
As predicted, the thief has been using the cocoon's power of mimicry to incite conflict around the city. What he hopes to accomplish by doing so, however, is still unclear. And so long as he has this power, our sole means of tracking him remains the havoc left in his wake. A trying trail for any hunter, but I'm heartened to have a warrior like you beside me as I tread it. We'll catch him together, and when we do, we'll mete out the justice he deserves, Dekumon.
That we will. Next up, a sea of blood.
Oh, good to see you, Dekumon. For better or worse, I haven't heard about any unusual incidents in Kugane since our last altercation with the thief 5 seconds ago. There may be a reason for that. Do you remember when he claimed he was moving on to bigger and better things? If we're to catch him, we may have to expand the scope of our search beyond Kugane. Yet he traveled all the way from Tural to the eastern land for a reason, and I can't imagine he'd go too far. Do you know of any other settlements nearby?
There's quite a few. The Ruby Sea, yeah.
Oh, people live out in those waters? Oh, but they're so vast. Where would we even begin?
Well, there's 2 big ones. Check those.
So the Bakufu have an outpost at the Ruby Price. That sounds like the perfect place to start. Let's make our way there and avail ourselves of the soldiers' intel. If anything out of the ordinary has occurred, no doubt they'll be aware of it. Shall we?
Oh, we shall. We're gonna go see our friends the turtles. There's an old site. Well, this is unexpected. What brings you to the Ruby Price? Looking for a shapeshifter, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Disputes? Strange you should ask. Not even a moon ago, the waters of the Ruby Sea were poised to turn a sanguinary shade. That's not good.
Oh, please, tell us everything.
A Confederate skiff approached the Ruby Price without authorization, and its occupant began hurling insult after insult in an obvious attempt to provoke us. We did not succumb to their provocations, however. After warning the vessel we'd fire if they drew an inch closer, they withdrew without a word. However, should they attempt to provoke us again, we will not display the same level of restraint, and the roar of our cannon shall signal their comrades to rally in full force. The waters will flow red, and of that there can be no doubt. Tensions run high. Not like this has ever occurred. Yeah, that sounds like our guy.
I see. Thank you for the information. Might we speak privately?
Sure. Also, I see a storm on the horizon. Seriously, trying to start a war between the Bakufu and the Federates? Damn, that's stupid.
Based on the testimony just now, I gather there's an agreement in these waters that the Confederates are not to draw near the Ruby Price, guarded as it is by Bakufu sentries. If that's the case, then as the soldier stated, I can only conclude that the vessel earlier was attempting to incite a dispute between the 2 factions. Which fits the modus operandi of our quarry, wouldn't you say? Perhaps it was he who sailed here under the banner of the Confederates. But whatever the case may be, we have nothing but conjecture. We'll need solid evidence before we can alert the soldiers here to this threat. I doubt they'll heed our warnings otherwise. First, we need to verify if any members of the Confederacy actually approached the Ruby Price. Do you know where their base of operations can be found?
I do indeed. We can go there quickly. Well, I can go there quickly. You're gonna have to take a boat.
Sakazuki, looks like it would be faster for us to swim there.
Sure. Yeah, that was funny. The game literally teleported me here. What? Absolutely not! Not a one of my Confederate brothers and sisters would approach the ruby price without authorization. Those coward Bakufu dogs must have concocted this baseless rumor to get a rise out of us. No surprise there. And you? The soldiers at the ruby price said that, did they? Pardon my language, but that's a load of shite. We have no interest in Hingen waters. If anything, I've seen their skiffs encroaching on our territory of late. If you ask me, they're the ones thirsty for blood. Huh. So, he's playing both sides. Not surprising.
Oh, there you are, Dekumon. Listen to what this person has to say. The situation is more grave than we thought.
I'm thankful you came, and not a moment too soon. Captain Rasho ain't been acting himself, you see. Normally where he goes, Tansui goes, but not today. He showed up just earlier by his lonesome, and ordered us to gather as many heads as able to join him on the Isle of Beko to attend to some pressing business. Normally I'd oblige the captain without a moment's hesitation, but I had a feeling something went right, so I asked him what manner of business. We're going to set the ruby price ablaze, he says. The bloody ruby price! Tried speaking some sense to him, but he wouldn't mind to listen. Walked off saying he had no need of craven bastards like me. Look, I don't know what's gotten into the captain, but it can't be anything good. Please, go to the Isle of Beko and stop him and help me comrades before it's too late. Sounds like that's our fake.
This Rasho acting strangely can't be a coincidence. We need to get to that island and quickly. Do you know the way?
I'm pretty sure I know the way. If not, the question marker will tell me.
Got it. We've not a moment to waste.
Time to go stop a war. He has bombs on his back pocket. I just saw that. Huh. I expected more people here. It's just her.
I hear voices. Seems they've gathered up ahead.
Oh, okay, fine. That ain't that many. Those scum think that they can encroach on our territory and get away with it. I'll be damned if we let them. Tonight we lay siege to the ruby price and seize it for ourselves.
But are you sure? If we do this, we won't just be starting a battle. We'll be starting a war. You've been acting strange, Captain. What's gotten into you?
Silence! I didn't ask for your bloody opinion.
Those lying dogs claimed it was us breaching the agreement.
I say we give the bastards what they deserve. Nope, it's definitely him. And that reaction seals the deal. You are not welcome here. Begone if you value your lives. You're a terrible actor. You're not Rasho. No, you're a terrible actor, good sir.
Hiya!
You saw through my disguise once again. Don't tell me you count even a pirate captain among your acquaintances.
What you trying to accomplish? Why incite such conflict whenever you go?
Why? I'm sorry to disappoint you, but contrary to the passage of the UNBOUND's prattling about freeing the world from the tyranny of government, I've no grand designs. I'm just bored. I wish merely for everyone to show their true faces. Folks love to put on airs of sophistication and virtue, but push them towards the edge, and their masks slip off to reveal the monsters underneath. They'll go for their neighbor's jugular to save their own skin. You've seen it for yourselves. It's quite the spectacle. Oh dear, ma'am, you get another shot. Ooh, high and wide. That's just gonna be the theme of this. We're just gonna scare all of the local Nemuzu to death.
Damn it! The winds are too strong!
A man of 1,000 faces is a true menace indeed. We'll return to Onokoro forthwith and alert the captain. Rest assured the Confederacy will be keeping a close watch over the Ruby Sea.
I didn't think for a moment he was an imposter, and the lies he spouted about the Bakufu soldiers were enough to make my blood boil. To think what would have happened had you not been here to stop us. God may bless you.
Oh, God, good God, I didn't realize that was a woman.
All he wants is to expose people's so-called true faces? That he would use the cocoon for such a petty cause. Unthinkable. Let's return to Kogane for the time being.
Okay. Yeah. More and more, I'm starting to wonder if this person is who they say they are.
Oh, damn it all! I can't believe a bastard like that! Forgive me. I find myself more disgusted with that villain each time we see him. And to think all of this is driven by small-minded spite. From what I could gauge, he didn't fly towards Kogane during his escape. I believe he seeks a new settlement to terrorize. Now that the Confederacy and I are acquainted, I'll see if they can't help me sniff out his roost. No doubt with his smoke, he'll be there stoking the fire. And I suppose I'll use this period to tend to my bow. Next time my arrow will fly true.
I hope so. If we get into an actual fight with this guy, I'm gonna be a little concerned because I'm afraid you're gonna shoot me in the back of the head. Who's who?
Oh, wonderful, you're here. Ever since the incident in the Ruby Sea, I've kept a line of communication with the Confederacy, and they just reported something you'll be interested to hear. Apparently, a man impersonating the distinguished Lord of Doma was recently exposed. One of the Lord's retainers saw through the pretender's facade while he was attempting to stir up trouble in the Doman Enclave. The imposter then reportedly transformed into a hawk and fled. Really, a quarry now nests in Doma. I'd like to resume our hunt immediately, but I'm not sure where he may go after his failure at the Enclave. Do any locations come to mind?
Yangsha, maybe? Huh.
A town in Yangsha called Namai, you say? Oh, that sounds promising. The extent of your knowledge is truly remarkable, Dekumon. Then without further ado, let's make our way there and see if the residents have noticed any unusual activity.
Okay. And yeah, that's a nod. Alright, time to start finding out who the fake is around here. Have there been any quarrels of late? Well, yes, actually. Just the other day, the two of us were at each other's throats over a persimmon. She was only supposed to eat half, but she went and gobbled the whole damn thing. In the end, she purchased this one by way of apology, so I let bygones be bygones. What's that? Another sort of quarrel you're speaking of? What about you? Trouble? None that I can think of. For a blessing, all has been peaceful. Interesting. And you, madame?
Oh, by the Kame's grace, our great village has not seen strife since the Imperials were ousted. There has been news, however, of a man impersonating Lord Hien at the Enclave. As I am told, when Lord Hien voiced intentions to invade Nactia, all present grew wary of the individual. None more so than Lady Yugiri, who saw through the farce immediately. After he was exposed, the villain fled the scene with haste. Unfortunately, efforts to find him have not borne fruit.
Ah, so it was Yugiri who sussed him. Maybe we should go get her. She'd probably be a little more useful than our current companion. Alright. Anything from her? Probably not. Seems like the village is rather peaceful right now.
None of the residents I spoke with reported anything out of the ordinary. How did you fare?
Pretty much the same here.
Then it seems the villain is not here. Where might he have gone?
Huh? What are you doing here?
A friend of yours?
Oh, don't hang your head like we're strangers. We met just moments ago, remember? You asked me how to reach the house of the theater. Oh, fuck me, he's disguised as me! Oh, fuck.
Oh, good grief, lad, you're lost, aren't you? I can understand your embarrassment, but I'll tell you the way again. Listen carefully now. Follow the descending path sitting north out of the village until you see a small pond. Then simply dive in and swim. The House of the Fierce will be on the other side. Could he have impersonated you this time? Oh, this doesn't bode well. We must hurry. Much obliged, sir.
And he's like, wait, Who did I tell about this? Also, another nod that just snuck in there. Crap, if he's impersonating me. Oh, figured I'd actually be to the house, but no, we're going for the entrance here, huh?
Just how far must we swim to reach this place? I dare say my days spent in the lakes back home are about to come in handy.
Okay. Now, where are you, me? There's me. Look at him, shit-talking up a storm. I don't talk like that. I don't talk at all. My friends, it's come to my attention that the Khan of the Assam Steppes' mighty Orania tribe conspires in the shadows to invade Duma. They must not give them the chance. Invasion would mean all-out war. There is only one solution. Under the cover of darkness, you must assassinate the Khan. Only with his death can this crisis be averted. They grow wary. Perhaps I should observe my targets more carefully. With all due respect, these allegations must be brought before Lord Heian. It is imperative we receive his instructions before acting. That would be playing right into Orania's hands. After all, an impostor disguised as Lord Heian was but recently exposed. An Orania spy, there can be no question. Yet the spy has fled, their whereabouts unknown. They could be anyone and anywhere, weaving new schemes even as we speak. Decisive action must be taken. That is why I came to you. So the impersonation of Lord Heian was but a part of Orania's grand scheme? Well, it don't make a lot of sense. But why would those who fought alongside us for Doma's liberation conspire to invade? Forgive me, but you do not seem yourself, Dekumon. Something isn't right. You're actually, talking. You never talk. And you haven't nodded once either. Because I am desperate. A shadow looms over Doma, and only with your help can I cast away its dark pole. Please lend me your strength. Also, why would you need our strength? Like, seriously, you're the strongest person in the friggin' world here. Our honored friend Dekumon risked life and limb to see Doma free. Yet you address him with suspicion and doubt. If he says we must act first to prevent greater bloodshed, then we must act. It is true he has never led us astray. Brothers and sisters, let us join hands with Dekumon once more to drive back this shadow rising over Doma. Oh dear, he's got the meeting out of his hand. But then here's the real deal. What is the meaning of this? It's that infernal Orania spy! Quickly, kill him before he can escape! I'm no spy. You don't sound anything like me. I don't talk like that. Yoshida's here! Hiya! It's you. He knows him. Such persistent vermin. Oh, time to make my escape again. Oh, come on, please nail him this time.
You're not getting away this time. Third time's the charm. Oh, drat, I missed again.
Right through the fish, right through the fish. Are you truly the foremost hunter of your village? That probably appears to be your aim. I was like, are you really the best hunter in your village? Because goddamn. Ah, pathetic. You're nothing like that other girl. What was her name? Ah, yes, Itoka. She was fearsome, that one. Right up until the moment I drove my blade into her back. Oh my god. She wasn't in disguise, she's just not Itoka. Oh dear. Oh, what is this? Don't tell me you've been masquerading around as Itoka herself. After all, that would make you no better than me. Hiding behind the name of another will erase the blame you bear for everything that happened. Well, maybe now she'll stop trying to murder the poor catfish people. Alright, fess up. Who are you?
I'm sorry. I swear I'll explain everything to you later. For now, We should appease these men and women of the situation.
Apprise, sorry. Oh dear. So yeah, that was a fake. There's no Orinir spy. This guy's just a dirtbag.
But to think he can transform into anyone, a truly fearsome ability. I shall alert Lord Hien to the threat immediately. Rest assured that all of Doma will be on alert. I was completely fooled. I have no words to express my shame. Upon speaking with you again, I realized that though the impostor assumed your guise, he had neither your spirit nor your grace. Forgive me, I will not fail for such a farce again.
Well, let's see that you don't, sir. And what about you? You knew him! And he's gonna say nothing. Alright, now, fess up. Who the heck are you actually? Oh, or this guy could fess up.
Might I have a word? The man impersonating you earlier, I'd recognize his face anywhere. Without a doubt, he's Samadare, a childhood friend.
Ah.
You know him? Please, you must tell us everything. I've known Samadare nearly my entire life. We learned the shinobi arts together, you see. Roughly 25 years ago, we engaged in our first battle as proud ninja, defending Doma against the Empire's invasion. With every fiber in our body, we met the mighty Machitech with nimble ninjutsu. As if moved by our resolve, the mighty Auspice and Guardian of Doma, Tamamo Gozen, appeared on the field of battle to aid our cause.
Huh. I don't recognize that. Oh, right, the fox.
Yet our efforts were for naught. The Empire's might fell upon Doma like a hammer, and we were crushed beneath their overwhelming force. The occupation began soon thereafter, and so too did my work from the shadows. While I devoted myself to resisting the Empire in secret, Samadare was conscripted to their army, and forced to become an Imperial spy. I understand he served them well, fanning the flames of war in faraway lands through rumor and manipulation. Indeed, as far back as I can recall, Samadare has ever excelled in the skill of subterfuge. It was only after the prisoner exchange that he returned to Doma at long last, but he was a changed man. He could find no joy or solace in the peace he once fought to secure for our nation. Instead, he sought to disrupt it.
Man, there's just no liking any of the guys in this freaking storyline.
War has taught me the truth of this world. Civility is but a facade to hide man's savagery, and I'll prove it here in dear, dear Doma. That's what he said. The fool I am, I thought he was jesting. Only later, when I discovered the web of lies he'd spun to turn folk against one another, did I realize he meant every damn word. I tried to confront him, but he fled Doma before I had the chance. Nevertheless, I searched his home afterwards and discovered a missive from an organization called the Passage of the Unbound. I have it with me here. Dear illustrious Samadare, we extend our deepest gratitude for your interest in joining the Passage of the Unbound. With each passing day, our secret order draws closer to its goals, and we shall require exceptional talent for what lies ahead. Bearing those needs in mind, we have decided to welcome you into the fold. To celebrate the start of an auspicious future together, we invite you to meet your colleagues in Tuliolal and have enclosed your ticket within.
Huh.
Exceptional talent? Exceptional egos, more like. This Passage of the Unbound kept a watchful eye on nations far and wide to recruit cutthroats like Samadare who only follow their own desires. Upon his arrival in Tyrol, Samadare's ambitions guided him to my home, where he stole the Dreamweave cocoon and set out to use it for his own twisted ends. I'm afraid that appears to be the way of it. In all likelihood, it is the Passage of the Unbound which alerted him to this Dreamweave cocoon's existence.
Huh.
Today, Samadare attempted to incite war between Doma and the Azim Steppe by wearing the face of our dearest ally, you! Your timely appearance prevented the worst from happening, but so long as he can alter his form and face at will, who can say what tomorrow may bring? His years as a secret operative have made him a master at reading people. Should he decide to study his target before taking their form, I fear his schemes may not be discovered until it's already too late. Please, be careful, and may the Kami bless and keep you.
Pretty sure I've got a kami or two in my back pocket, but don't worry, the others will keep me safe too.
Attempting to find Samadare now would be a fruitless endeavor. He could be any bird in the sky, or any beast roaming the wild. Let us return to Gogone. I'll reveal everything to you there, I promise.
Alright, Atoka, or whatever your name is, spill it.
I'm grateful for your help today. Once again, I let our prey slip away. The only silver lining is that we know who he is now. But more importantly, I apologize for deceiving you. As Samadari said, I'm not the greatest hunter of my home. I'm not Itoka. I'm Kuiki.
Kuiki.
I hail from the same village as Itoka, and I too am a hunter, but only in name. You've seen my aim for yourself. Yet most shameful of all is it's my fault the Dreamweave cocoon was stolen.
Oh. He disguised as you, didn't he?
Normally it is enshrined in the deepest recesses of our home. Only Hitoka had leave to wield it. The forest provides shelter and sustenance to many, and yet always share its bounty with our friendly. When great beasts threaten our home, the cocoon's power may be used to protect our lives. Yet I used it for my own foolish desires. I couldn't take it anymore. I was a hunter yet could barely catch prey large enough to field myself. I was forced to wash clothes, prepare meals, and tune bows. Just once I wanted to be acknowledged. I wanted to feel pride. So I used the cocoon's power to transform myself into Itoka.
Oh. This isn't even what you look like? You're stuck in this form? Wow. Or maybe this is what you look like.
With her dexterity and finesse, I finally caught prey befitting a true hunter. And as I carried my prize home, he appeared. I found him collapsed in the middle of a beaten path. I never had reason to mistrust someone before, so I approached to nurse his wounds. Yet the moment I drew close, he knocked the cocoon from my grasp and struck me unconscious. He was long gone by the time I awoke. I confessed my sin to the village elder, and in her boundless grace she forgave me, but I could not forgive myself. I left home that very eve in secret to pursue the thief all the way to Kogone. After several days of fruitlessly scouring the city, who should I see but Itoka? As our most exceptional hunter, it came as no surprise the elder had charged her with recovering the cocoon.
Okay, so not in disguise. Yep, that's definitely not her.
Oh, she was astonished to see me, of course. I had told no one of my actions. I feared she would send me home, but when I expressed to her my shame, my anger, she consoled me and told me we would find the cocoon together. And I was certain we would, until the day that duplicitous bastard killed her. You appeared soon after her passing. I thought with someone as strong as you at my side, maybe, just maybe, I could avenge her. So I lied. Like Samadari said, I'm no better than he is. I'm an imposter. But my desire to reclaim the cocoon is every bit as strong as Itoka's was. I am so sorry for lying to you, Dekumon. I hope that you can find it in your heart to forgive me and continue to aid me in reclaiming the Dreamweave cocoon.
Thank you for telling me the truth. Of course I'll help. I had my suspicions, but I also had faith in you, and it's been rewarded. Yeah, I thought you were a little sus, but thankfully I'm glad it turned out all well and good, and I got that nod too.
Thank you. I know with you at my side, I can keep my promise to Itoka. For now, I'll remain vigilant for any news regarding conflict in the region. Please do pay me a visit when you find a moment to spare. I'm counting on you.
Man, this has been a long one. What is this, the halfway point? And sheesh, I'm at the 50-minute mark in my raw footage. Whew. Oh, yep, 96. Cornered prey.
Oh, Dekumon, I'm so relieved to see you. I thought you might resent me for lying to you, that you might refuse to lend me your help again. I'd certainly be hard-pressed to reclaim the cocoon alone in this foreign land. I truly meant what I said before. I'm counting on you. Though I'm ashamed to admit it, when I first arrived here I was nearly swindled out of an heirloom by a talking catfish.
Ma'am, I'm pretty sure you've gotten your revenge on the catfish 3 times over now.
I'd been scouring the city for a shop to pawn my choker so I could secure room and board, you see, when the catfish approached me, claiming it by the necklace for a fair price, offered me a handful of coins that glittered like gold. I was about to accept the offer when Itoka appeared. In mere moments she discerned that the catfish's currency was counterfeit and ended the transaction then and there, along with the catfish. She dragged me to the markets afterwards and pawned her own necklace to secure lodgings for the both of us. From the moment she arrived, Itoka took care of everything. What I'm trying to say is, I can't do anything on my own. I'm reckless and impulsive and I'm really just glad to have you by my side.
No problems, my dear. You are? It's been some time, my friends. Pray forgive my sudden visit, but I come bearing urgent tidings.
Ah, we spoke with you at the House of the Fierce. What brings you all this way?
Oh, it's you.
I was able to make contact with Samadari. I told him I was willing to make amends and join my oldest friend in exposing the lies in people's hearts. He responded most eagerly and bade me meet him in secret.
Well, that's convenient.
Oh, wait, really? Did he say where?
Aye, Hell's Lid. I had a mind to lay an ambush for him, but not knowing the extent of the power he wields, I thought it best to seek help. And so I come here to beg your aid, Dekumon. Your strength and valor are unequaled, and we cannot apprehend Samadari without you.
Oh, we may never get another chance to catch him unawares like this. There's no time to lose.
Okay. Well, wait. Forgive me for speaking plain, Huntress, but I fear we would only be a hindrance to Dekumon when the fighting begins. Let us go to Hell's Lid by skiff, and meet his after the villain is subdued.
Oh, I take your point. You're right. Without us there to distract him, Dekumon can fall us wholeheartedly at the battle. Sorry, would you mind going it alone? We'll be there as soon as we can.
Okay. But first, give this guy a little splashy splash of the good stuff. I don't entirely trust him. Crap, she didn't. Alright. Where you at, you rat bastard? I don't see him anywhere. You see no sign of Samadari. Perhaps his lair is further ahead. Or perhaps the guy we were talking to was full of shit because he was Samadari. Again, if somebody's gonna come up to us like that, you gotta nail him with the good shit immediately. Especially considering how convenient that was. You still see no sign of Samadari, but feel an unsettling presence. Oh. Red Kojin, fair enough. You guys are easy enough to deal with. There we are. Any more? No? Somehow I doubt he paid them off and they were just a random patrol. Samadari is nowhere to be found. There's naught to do but await your companion's arrival. Like I said, I think we've been tricked.
Hey, you alright? I came as soon as... Oh, is the battle over already? Where's Samadari?
I was ambushed by a group of Red Kojin. I was attacked, but not by Samadari.
What? So this was a trap? Wait, over there!
Uh-oh. Incoming! Aha! There's the real one. Yeah, twin blades, no, that's definitely not, you know, that's not my friend.
Oh, thank goodness, I made it!
After all that time I spent in old Kojin shell convincing his underlings to attack you. My blade was made ilms in the skin of your back. Alas, a meticulous plan gone to waste. It seems I underestimated your strength and the failed huntress's tenacity. I dare say I'm outmatched, and no common beast I might mimic can stand against you. I must contemplate your deaths with more care, more rigor. Look forward to our next meeting. Want to take another shot at him? Come on, it'll be funny. No? Don't want to debase. Oh, yes, you are kind of injured. Well, at least I know you're real. Just saw the fake.
Oh, forgive me. Needed to catch my breath. Samadari's friend was the villain himself. As soon as the skiff made it to the open sea, he threw me overboard. I damn near had to swim like a fish to make it here in time. He's made me into a fool, again. He waylaid me before using a similar ruse. By the time I figured out what was what, Ituka was already... I always wondered how a craven like Samadari was able to kill her, our greatest hunter. And now I know.
He disguised himself as you.
When Itoka felt the blade in her back and turned to see the face of her killer, she saw me.
Well, I was expecting him to turn into you at one point in this quest line. I guess now I'm satisfied.
I'm glad I was able to prevent history from repeating itself. I don't want to lose you too. We should return to Kugane. Samadari may have planted more than one trap for us here.
Probably not a bad idea. Alright, miss.
I feared the worst as I rushed to reach you. The moment Sadamari was in sight, I charged in without thinking, which in retrospect was probably for the best. Had I tried to shoot him from afar with my bow, I might have missed, or worse yet hit you instead. In any case, I'm just relieved you're safe. I promise to be more wary from now on, particularly of familiar faces. I'd hardly need saying, but remember to keep your guard up as well. For now, I'll resume my efforts to gather information about Samadari's whereabouts. You'll be the first to know once I have a lead.
Alright, 98, Impostor Syndrome.
Oh, good to see you, Dekumon. Or should I say, Samadari? There's only one way to be sure. I need you to tell me something only you and I would know. When I used the cocoon to take on Itoka's form, what creature did I hunt?
I don't know. You never told me, ma'am.
Oh, it's really you! Oh, that's a relief. Indeed, I never told you that my arrow struck a great wild boar, a prize for any hunter. Samadari is the only one who ever saw it. Oh, sorry for doubting you, but I could think of no better way to expose him if he'd attempted to impersonate you again.
What? You're out of the magic powder?
I have to remain vigilant after all, even though no news of his plots have reached me as of late. From here to Yangsha, people are on alert for a many-faced agitator within their midst, and not even a straight cat is beyond scrutiny. While Samadari can no longer act so brazenly, I'm afraid this means his trail's gone cold. We also have another problem. When he pushed me into the Ruby Sea, the remedy I carried was soaked in salt water. I'm afraid it's no longer effective.
Ah, crap. Again, can we go make some more?
No doubt his plan from the start was to eliminate the one means we had of undoing his cocoon's mimicry. It's a disadvantage too great to ignore. Which is why I intend to synthesize a new batch. I was just about to go procure the necessary ingredients from the supplier when you arrived. Why don't you join me?
Okay. I'm glad we're following along with my idea. Just make friggin' more of it. Wasn't expecting you to have me talk with the shopkeep here.
I've never heard of such materials. Where are they found? Out deep in the forests of Tyrol, a land beyond the Great Sea, and far, far to the west of here. Tyrol? I'm afraid my supply chain does not extend quite that far.
Can we find substitutes? Something close, approximate? Or do I have to make a tele out to Tyrol and get some?
I feared as much. It doesn't help that the materials can only be harvested when the season is right. Even were I return home now, I doubt I could find what we need. We've no choice but to give up on the remedy. I'm sorry. Now we're at the mercy of Samadari's cunning.
Hello there. Tell me, have you any salves that might ease my aching back?
Sir, this isn't the apothecary. Where are your spectacles?
Oh, yes. How could I forget? Ah, much better. Sometimes I forget that I'm as blind as a bat without these. Forgive me, Shirakashi.
Excuse me, but do those bits of glass covering your eyes help you see better?
Well, yes. Are you unfamiliar with spectacles?
I've seen folks wearing them before, but I always thought they were decorative like my choker. Tell me, where can I procure a pair of my own?
Yamabuki is your man. He has a breadth of artisan contacts who will ensure you receive a pair fine-tuned to your specifications. You'll find a shop on this very street.
I'll look for him, thank you.
Oh, are we gonna make us some X-ray specs? It's not a bad idea. Dang goofy music. Come on, share with the rest of the class.
I'm sorry, you must be completely bewildered. I thought a failure of a hunter like me would never be able to aid you in battle, but I've just come to realize there's hope yet. I'm nearsighted, horribly so. But that's not crowd that stall any longer. Care to join me over there?
Okay. Yeah, we're either making X-ray specs or this poor girl is nearsighted. Come on.
Ever since I was a child, I've had trouble seeing things from afar. That's why my aim with the bow is so poor.
Oh, she is literally nearsighted. Oh, there you go.
I'm not fit to be a hunter. Never was. It's only natural that chores like washing sheets and preparing meals fell to me. But I always yearned to do more, to be more. I've looked up to Atoka ever since I can remember. No matter how hard I tried, I simply couldn't give up on my dream. I had to be just like her. So I begged her to teach me everything she knew, from the basics of drawing a bow to precise aiming techniques that few hunters use. Yet despite all her efforts, my sight failed me where it counted most. All my life, I thought this was simply how nature intended for me to be. I was content to accept my lot. But now that I know spectacles may improve my eyesight, I feel hope. If I could just try them, mayhap my arrows would find true. I could join you in battle, and maybe even strike down some Hadari with my own arrow. We may have lost the remedy, but this would give us an element of surprise. So, I have to try on spectacles for myself.
I love the idea, girl.
Alright, let's go meet this Yamabuki.
My girl needs glasses. I know that feeling. I started wearing glasses, I want to say, second, maybe first grade? And I basically just had them ever since. Now, let's see if we can't find you a pair of fine spectacles. A pair of spectacles, is it? I can certainly get your order in the pipeline, but I'm afraid there'll be a wait. I'm fresh out of supplies, you see, and the next shipment isn't due for a number of weeks. Of course, if you're in a rush, you could roll up your sleeves and get the materials yourselves. All you need is the glossy shell of an azure hawksbill and a cluster of Ireland quartz. Bring them here, and my affiliates can begin work immediately. Ah, hunting quest.
Oh, who knows what scheme Samadai might contrive should we let down our chase for weeks. Would you be willing to lend me a hand with procuring the materials? If we split up, we should be able to gather them in a blink of an eye.
Alright, I'm guessing I'm getting the monster materials.
Oh, quite the eager pair, I see. In that case, I dare say you'll be able to negotiate with the blue coachman for a carapace of splendid quality. Ah, I visited Tamamizu during my investigations in the Ruby Sea. I'll handle the shell.
Okay.
That leaves you with the Ireland quartz. Pray look for a cabin near Shoal Rock in the Ruby Sea. Sprinkle some glittering gravel to lure a shoal Iwimashu from its lair within, and retrieve a cluster from its shell.
Oh, so I'm still on a monster hunt quest. I thought I was mining.
Let's meet back here when we're finished.
Easy enough. This shouldn't take more than a minute. Here's the spot. Now I just need me a critter. Oh, or I could, get a purple smoke and then get a critter. That works too. Don't know why this needed to be two separate steps, but sure. Oh. Hi there. Bye there. There. Problem solved. Alright, I got my half.
Ah, you're the first to return. I trust you have the quartz in hand.
There you are. Now we just wait for our other half to get here.
Oh, excellent. This will make for a fine pair of lenses. Now we need only wait for your friend. I'm back.
Did she swim there and back? There's aetherites.
Sorry, didn't mean to alarm you like that. I spoke with the coaching of the Blue as planned, but soon learned that hawksbill shells have been sparse of late. They were reluctant to part with a single one. I was able to weigh them down though, until they proposed an exchange. If I dealt with the red coachins who'd invaded their fishing grounds, they'd spare a shell. I knew my bow would be useless, so I took a leaf out of Dekumon's book and fought him up close and personal. As you can see, I took quite the beating, but so did they. I may be a little worse for wear, but the trouble was worth it. I have the shell as promised, and with it, your associates can get started. Indeed they can. Let us first measure your eyesight and then they can get to work.
Come back and find out her eyes are worse than mine, and that'd be saying something. Three hours later.
This is incredible. Everything is so vivid.
Well, not bad, lady.
Why, I'm sure I could hit a bird over the horizon. Come, Dekumon, I want to fire some test shots at the sign over there.
Hold on. That seems like a fine way to earn the eye of the Sekigasumi. I'll prepare some targets for you, so let's move somewhere less crowded.
Of course. Thank you for going to the trouble.
I suppose this is what happens when your tribe basically lives in the wilderness for their entire lives. They have no idea about the modern technology known as glasses. Alright, girl. Let's see if your aim's improved any. You know, I have some skills with a bow myself. Well, that's a hell of an improvement. Two for two. Ooh, not bad. Now for the real test. Yep. Come on, let's see. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I did it. I really did it. After all these years, my aim is true. And when we fight Samadare, he won't know what hit him.
Actually, I'm pretty sure he will. An arrow. Lots of arrows. There we go. That puts us on the last quest, isn't it? Oh, she has them on right now. Cool.
I don't know if I could properly describe this feeling to you. After so long, I don't feel like someone pretending to be a hunter. Finally, I don't feel like a burden. As soon as I catch even a whiff of Samadare's trail, we'll stop him for good. When that moment arrives, please render your strength for one last time. Together we'll retrieve the cocoon and return it to my village.
That we will, madame. That we will. And let's find him in a hunter true.
Oh, your timing could not have been more impeccable, Dekumon. A person claiming to be an acquaintance of yours stopped by just moments ago, wishing to have a word. About Samadare, no less. They're presently waiting in my room, so give me a moment and I'll bring them here.
Okay. Companion of mine, you say?
Serena! You look well, Dekumon. Forgive me for eschewing pleasantries, but there is an urgent matter I wish to discuss.
Let me guess. You have a freaking imposter on the step. Oh, or are you the imposter? When we first met in Reunion, what did you purchase at the market? What did we eat the night before our trial in Barden's Meadow? Sorry, ma'am. Gotta be sure.
I believe we feasted on gulo meat. You and Hian compared to see who could bring back the greater haul.
That sounds right.
It would seem you two have grown wary of imposters. Then we can proceed straight into the heart of the matter. You appeared in Mol Elo a few days ago, claiming Hian had been driven to madness, that he was assembling an army in Doma with plans to conquer the Asm Steppe.
Dagnabbit, he's being me again.
For a blessing, we'd already received word from a Doma envoy that an agitator was mimicking others and saw the ruse for what it was right away. Unfortunately, when we attempted to capture them, the impostor transformed into a sheep and disappeared among the bands grazing on the plains. When I informed our friends in Doma of the incident, I was told you had been using Kogane as a base to track down the perpetrator, and thought it best I apprise you of the happenings.
Well, that's good.
Samadare, he won't relent. His schemes won't end until we make them end. You may discover a clue as to his whereabouts in Reunion. If anyone in this steppe has seen him, that is where they will be. Now, I must alert the other tribes to this threat. May the winds speed your way.
Don't need winds, ma'am. Got Aetheryte. But I'll take the blessing nonetheless.
Off to the awesome step then. With any luck, someone in Reunion will have insight to offer.
Let's get this party started. I can't wait to fight myself. Alright. Seen me around?
Conflict? Not besides the normal quarrels between tribes. Certainly no disputes on the scale you speak of. But I have heard rumors that Magni has been sneaking out from the Dawn Throne. Where could he be going? And to do what, I wonder?
Magni? Dagnabbit. You, madame?
Someone stirring up trouble? A quarrel among the tribes is as common as the rising sun. Not a day goes by without it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have goods to sell. Kindly continue your inquiries elsewhere.
Fat load of help you were. Sheesh. How about you?
Conflict is forbidden in Reunion. This is known. As for my tribe, all is at peace. I heard a rumor of interest, however. It seems Magni of the Ordinary has been behaving strangely of late. Perhaps that is related to the matter you are investigating.
Alright, so odds are good he's pretending to be Magni right now. Oh dear. That was cute.
Oh, were you able to learn anything of interest?
Yeah, he's probably disguised as Magni.
I've also heard the rumors pertaining to this Magni. One person even stated they saw him headed towards a place called Bottom's Metal not long ago. Mayhaps he is the form Samadari has chosen to take on. Whatever the case may be, we'll find the answer at Bottom's Metal. We can't allow Samadari's depravities to go on any longer. Steel yourself, for when next we face him, we're putting an end to all of this.
Ah, there's our duty calls.
Oh good, you're ready. Once the battle begins, there's no telling which form Samadari might take. An eminent warrior, a fearsome beast, or worse. He's also shown most scrupulous behavior in his preparations of late. Whatever his form, we would do best to assume that he has thoroughly studied its strengths and will use them to full effect. Yet I am not the feeble hunter I was before. Together with your martial might and my exacting eye, we will defeat him. At long last, Itoka shall have her vengeance, and my village shall see the cocoon returned.
Damn, that was a long speech there, miss. Been a while since I've been to the middle. Okay, there's two of you here, so he can't be both. Oh my lord. Oh my fucking god. Oh god, there's no way in hell that's the real Sadu.
My beautiful bright son, I would bask in your warmth till my flesh returns to the earth.
It's the feral dog gone rabid. You speak these honeyed words to lure me into your cot, only to slit my throat as I sleep.
Hush, fool. I am your Nama. Though we've had our disagreements in the past, I've come to understand my actions were born of love. Yet only now that I am forced to wed do I realize this. Despite my shame, I wish to confess my feelings before it's too late.
Wed? A Dathali beast like you? To whom? To what?
Kin of Doma. By becoming kin, he seeks to leverage the influence of the Dathal to claim dominion over the steppe.
The Doma knows no shame, or scruples, or even decent taste. Very well. I will consider your proposal. Far-fetched though it may be, I cannot overlook the possibility that you are my Nama. But first, we must gather our warriors. The Domit's impudence cannot go unpunished. We march for Doma come morrow's dawn. Yep, that's him. That's fucking him, I knew it. That's not Sadu. That is not your moon. You, what are you doing here?
Oh, is it not obvious? They're spies of Doma, come to quash any thought of resistance. You must kill them, quickly.
But he is the Kagan. This questline is right out of freaking Hildy. That might be the thumbnail right there. God damn. You two are quite the persistent pair. I had hoped to strike at your backs from the shadows, but now you've forced my hand. I will select from my repertoire the greatest warriors I have witnessed, and use their strength to give you the death you so crave. Silver-tongue Samadare. Beginning with her. Oh no, he's gonna be the freaking girl. Yep, I knew it. Dude, we know you're a fake.
How dare you! When my arrow pierces your breast, Itoka will find me no peace.
I almost want to let her solo this, but nah. Where's the fun in that? Man, this is the most serious music we've had for one of these. Alright, let's get started. I need to zoom the camera out. Going on. Hey, get back here. Alright, we're on filler mode. Oh god. Rula. Oh shit. That's right, bring it so he gets nailed too. Too bad that didn't actually work. Oh, hang on, distance, distance. Oh, AoE time. Thank you, my dear. Oh, he's changing shapes. Oh, did he turn? He did. He turned into Magni. Oh, fucking home gang. That Dothari devil. God, he could keep the whole gang up with this. Oh, mash, mash! Oh, that was an easy mash. I'll get you out of this. That was nothing. charges. Uh-oh, the music just changed. Oh! Oh, he turned into the fox. That was bad. I wasted that last bit. Ow. Fucking down for the count. Yeah. He's got him reasonably low. He's under. Ah, fuck. What do we do about that? Oh, that'll work. I'm gonna beat the shit out of these things. That one. 10 seconds to 99 full curse. 4 seconds, we got him. Those did not tickle. Get some health back here. Oh, he took a full stack for that shit. I don't have enough charges. Got him. Right? Got him? I didn't see no duty complete. Little concerned. Oh, the music's still going. Blech. Damn, he can still move. No. Butt out. That's right. Time for some sweet vengeance. Hit him. One feather right, one big arrow right up the old arsehole. Ooh! Nice shot. Blech. Again. I think now the duty's officially complete. You got him.
Itoka, it's finally done.
Wow, surprise, still no duty complete. Ugh, what am I doing here? Feel as though I've just woken from the strangest damn dream. Well, you see, sir. This cowardly cur assaulted you from behind and knocked you unconscious. Is that so? You have shown the sun disgrace this day. You will feel his scorn impressed upon your flesh. You shall forget the warmth of his radiance. In the shadows will you scream, yet none will hear. Prepare yourself. The face. I think you broke him.
There. Death would have been too good a fate for him. He deserves to spend the rest of his days feeling the weight of his crimes. Now we've already took his memory and reclaimed the cocoon. No words can express my gratitude, Dekumon. I can finally go home, but my community awaits our foremost hunter's triumphant return. What expression will come over their faces when the village disgrace arrives instead? I don't know if I can bear to see.
Oh dear. You're no longer the village disgrace, my dear, I promise you that. Ah, that was fun.
Our journey to reclaim the Dreamweaver cocoon has come to an end at long last. Would that I could return home in high spirits. As I recall, you said Sashayapa is the one who requested your help, yes? Let us make the journey back to Tulioal and report to her all that has happened.
Including the fact that Atoka's no longer around. Alright, time to wrap it up.
You're back. Were you able to retrieve the Dreamweaver cocoon? Itoka isn't with you?
Oh. Yeah, that's gonna take a bit of an explanation. Come on, girl, get down here. You're the hero of this story, after all.
Kukui? Oh, thank goodness you're alive.
Go on. Tell your story, milady.
May her soul rest in the cocoon's embrace. I can't believe Itoka is gone. Yes, our village's greatest hunter is lost to us, while its greatest failure survives. Here, take the cocoon back where it belongs. Home. I have no right to return. Oh, don't be ridiculous. You are a child of the forest. You are a dear sister. You can always come home. The entire village has been worried sick about you. We all saw how crestfallen you were, so when you suddenly disappeared, we feared you took your own life. For 3 days and 3 nights we scoured land and water to find you. Yet look at you now, Kukui. Not only are you hale and whole, but you have reclaimed the cocoon too. I'm sure that Itoka's spirit, hunting in the forest above, is smiling down at you with pride. And she would much rather you take up her mantle and protect the village than wallow in guilt over her death. Nothing escapes your gaze now, after all. Isn't that right?
Come on, girl, you got the glasses, use them.
Oh, thank you, Shasayapa. It's settled. You will return home with me, and finally our village can breathe a sigh of relief. And it would be remiss of me to not thank you properly, Dekumon. For assisting Kukui in reclaiming the Dreamweaver cocoon, you have my most heartfelt gratitude. I was little more than a liar and a hypocrite when we first met. But during our time together, I discovered that I'm so much more than that. That with the right tools, even I could become a hunter worthy of following in Itoka's footsteps. I'm truly grateful to you for helping me see to that. Farewell for now, Dekumon. I hope that one day our paths may cross again.
I'm sure they will. After all, there is supposedly a finale quest line coming. Well, that takes care of 3 legs. I guess that means tank is up next. Well, thankfully I always have a tank at that level. And off they go. Ah. This one, probably the best questline we've had so far of the 3. It was goofy and it was somber, right when it should have been. Well, my friends, that's gonna be it for today. If you've enjoyed this, please leave a like and favorite, and subscribe to join me for more Eorzean adventures. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.